Hello again. Welcome to another edition of 4 Minutes on Friday. Wanted to share something this morning that's kind of been on my heart for a while now. Easily 15 plus years ago, I stumbled onto a short video series. I think it was 3 videos. Had a couple of, I think 3 Christian leaders that were involved in kind of a roundtable discussion. I don't remember even who all was in that discussion. I think maybe Shane Claiborne, maybe Chuck Colson, and at least one other. And one of the things they were talking about, they introduced me to a new phrase, a new idea, and that was the idea of civil discourse. And when I heard them talking about that, when I heard them mention that, I was like, I don't know if I know what that means. So as I listened to them, and certainly now I think all these 15 plus years later, we understand a little bit more of what civil discourse is. And very simply, that is the ability to listen and engage someone in conversation who has different ideas and thoughts, who has maybe arrived at different conclusions than you, and to not pit them as your enemy. To not trash them on social media, to not disparage them in any way, is to simply say, we have different opinions about that particular topic. One, I think that is incredibly important. 2, I still don't think we do it very well. Even as these guys talked about this 15 or so plus years ago, we still don't do it very well. And I was reminded of this certainly during the last year plus, well, more than a year now that we've had to deal with a political election, pandemic, racial, civil unrest, and to have opinions that are about as far apart as they could be. And still, we have not learned how to disagree in a way that is constructive. And I think part of the reason for that is very simply, some of us go about our daily lives looking for places that we can be offended. Someone says X, Y, and Z, and we go, well, that's crazy, and you're stupid, and there's no way that you are a Christian. You're certainly un-American. You don't care about children. The responses and the possibilities run the gamut. We are not good at having deep, meaningful conversation with people. And to have deep, meaningful conversation is not just sequestered into the places where we all agree and think the same things. That actually functions more as an echo chamber of our own thoughts and beliefs. And that is incredibly dangerous when we simply surround ourselves with the people that already think like this and agree like us and vote like us and act like us, go to the same churches, go to the same gyms, have the same flags hanging outside of our house. It's incredibly dangerous because it reduces meaningful, deep conversation. As a Christian, I look at the things that Jesus does and see that he has deep, meaningful conversation with people who were not like him. And it's very interesting. The people who were not like him, they ended up liking him the most. The people who were most like him, just to put it in very simple terms, the church people, the people who were most like him disliked him the most. That's a pretty powerful example for us to engage in meaningful, deep conversation. The kind of conversation that doesn't necessarily change our minds. See, I think we've gotten into this place where we think that every conversation with someone we don't agree with has to end with me winning and them losing. And by me winning means that they now believe the same things that I believe. That is utter nonsense. That doesn't make any sense at all. That doesn't reflect well on us as human beings, as individuals. It doesn't reflect on us well as a community. So I want to encourage you, do not spend your time looking for something to disagree with someone on. If someone says something and you're wondering, well, where did that come from? Why did they say that? let it go. Let it go. There is nothing that benefits you by trying to hunt down why it is they said something that offended you. It is a waste of time. It is an absolute death sentence. The research is very clear. When we hang on to and hold on to our grudges, our hurts, our pain, it shortens our life. Ask any doctor. There's plenty of research on this. But when you and I let go of things and we forgive, because let's also be honest, most of the time the grudges that we hold against someone else, I would dare say, I don't have any research to back this up, but I would dare say at least half of that grudge holding that we have against someone else, that other person doesn't even know that we hold that grudge. So now it's about you. It's about me. So be willing to let go of that stuff. Stop looking for something to be offended by. Stop looking for the thing that is wrong and broken. Love people. Accept them where they are. All right. Have a great week. We'll see you next Friday.